All right, let's just get this out of the way. The rules for building a business? They've completely changed. Forget needing some huge loan or physical storefront. In 2026, the only thing you really need to build an empire is what's already inside your head. The old world of business was all about capital. You needed loans for rent, for inventory, for literally everything. I mean, it was a super high stakes game. But the new world, man, it runs on a totally different currency: knowledge, ideas, and digital assets. It's a fundamental shift from needing money to start to needing a valuable idea to start. And this, right here, this really gets to the heart of it. Your expertise, your skills, the stuff you've learned, that is your new inventory. It's the only raw material you need to build a $0 empire. And you know what the best part is? It's already in stock. Okay, so you might be thinking, where does this magic knowledge come from? Well, for most of us, it comes from our day job. The specialized skills you use from 9 to 5 are incredibly valuable. We're going to look at how you can package that expertise and turn your 5 to 9 into the foundation for your own business. All right, so every empire, even a digital one, needs a storefront with products to sell. So we're going to start with 3 tangible digital assets you can create right away, using the skills you already have. So first up, we've got a classic for a reason: the Problem Solver ebook. There's a reason this is a go-to for so many creators. It is one of the fastest ways to package what you know, provide immense value, and instantly establish yourself as an authority in your niche. Okay, let's break down just how simple this is. Seriously. So look, the asset itself is just a 30 to 50 page guide that solves one specific problem. And the zero-cost method? Well, you can write it in Google Docs and design a cover in Canva, all completely for free. And for revenue, you can list it on a massive marketplace like Amazon KDP. It's the perfect entry-level product. Okay, another amazing way to package your knowledge is to turn your own personal systems into a product. Think about it. If you've created a process that makes your own life easier, other people will almost certainly pay for that same efficiency. That's where our second asset comes in, the specialized Notion template. So with this one, you're not just selling a document, you're literally selling efficiency. The asset is a pre-built workspace, something like a real estate lead tracker. The zero-cost method is so simple. Just build it in a free Notion account. And the revenue model is genius. You just sell a duplicate link on a marketplace like Gumroad. They handle all the payment stuff, and you just provide the system. How cool is that? We live in this age of just information overload, right? People aren't just looking for more stuff, they're looking for the right stuff. Curation has become an incredibly high-value service. Being the person who finds the signal and all the noise is a really powerful position to be in. So here's how this actually works. The asset is a curated database, a simple list of the best tools or links in your industry. You can build it for free using Google Sheets or a simple site builder like Card. The revenue model is super powerful. You charge a one-time fee for lifetime access. And what's so cool about this is it actually gets more valuable over time as you keep adding to it, which rewards your earliest supporters. Okay, so you've built your digital storefront. Awesome. But how do people find it? That's the big question, right? And that brings us to our next 3 assets. I want you to think of these not as products, but as the engine that builds your audience and drives traffic to everything you've just created. But before we get to that next asset, we have to understand this critical concept: the owned audience. And listen, this is not about followers on some social media platform. This is about having a direct line of communication, like an email list that you control. No algorithm can take it away from you. This is, without a doubt, your most valuable asset. And that, my friends, brings us to what is probably the single most important piece of digital property you can own: the micronewsletter. It's your direct, unfiltered connection to the people who trust you and actually want to hear from you. This is the core of your entire digital empire. And the best part? The real beauty of this is just how simple it is. The asset is just a weekly email, maybe 3 tips, 2 resources, and 1 idea. You can start for free on platforms like Substack or Beehive, and once you have an engaged audience, your revenue comes from promoting your own products or even selling small classified ads. Think about it. Professionals, business owners, they're always short on time, right? They don't want to reinvent the wheel. They want a proven recipe that just works. If you can document a process that saves them time or reduces errors, believe me, they will gladly pay you for it. Yeah, we like to call these mini assets. A standard operating procedure, or SOP, shows exactly how to do something, like setting up a specific ad campaign. You can record your screen for free with a tool like Loom and just write out the steps in Google Docs. These are absolutely fantastic for generating quick cash flow and proving your expertise.
Okay, I know what a lot of you are thinking. You get hesitant to start because you think you need to be this polished content creator with a ring light and a fancy camera. But you don't. You really don't. You just need to be a teacher. You can provide incredible value without ever showing your face. So, our final asset is a faceless YouTube or TikTok channel that's just focused on how-to screen recordings or maybe some narrated slideshows. You can record it with your smartphone and edit with free software. Now, this is the crucial part, so listen up. This asset acts as the marketing engine for everything else. It feeds all the other assets, driving traffic to your ebook, your templates, and your newsletter. And just to prove you can literally start tonight, here are 2 powerhouse video editors that are completely 100% free. CapCut is fantastic for mobile and super user-friendly. And DaVinci Resolve, that's professional-grade software that the pros use. See? No excuses. So, there you have it. We've just walked through 6 incredibly powerful assets you can start building for $0. Zilch. The tools are free, the platforms are free. The only investment required, the only real cost of entry, is your own focused effort. I really want this next part to sink in. Your day job is important, of course it is. It keeps the lights on. But that time after work, your 5 to 9, that is where you invest in yourself. That's where you build something that is truly yours. And now for maybe the most important piece of advice in this entire thing. Do not get stuck trying to make everything perfect. The goal is not perfection. The goal is to get it out there. Aim for published. Version 1 is infinitely better than version none. So that leaves us with one last really crucial question, and this one's for you. Looking at everything we've covered, the ebook, the template, the newsletter, which of these zero-cost assets are you going to launch first? The opportunity is right there, right in front of you. All you have to do is start.